5 illegal drugs that produce the most dopamine. These 5 drugs produce the most dopamine, and if you know about when it comes to addiction, dopamine is one of those huge factors that gets us hooked to being an addict. The substance abuse side comes from these. Now, the first one, number 5, not really agreeing too much with it, but when it comes to illegal substances, it is number 5, which is weed. When it comes to weed is legal in a lot of states out there. It's illegal in a few different states. It does produce a small amount of dopamine when you first inhale it. That's what helps calm with the anxiety, makes you feel a little bit better how quickly it hits. Now, number 2 is actually MDMA. Now, MDMA is known more for serotonin than anything else, but again, it does actually create dopamine in your brain. It does create more dopamine than what marijuana does. Now, 3, 2, and 1 are known for this. This is what makes them so addictive and it makes them so scary. And number 3 is going to be heroin. Heroin, fentanyl, opiates, oxy, Norco, all those. What makes it is so dangerous is, 1, it does hit different pain receptors to make you feel good, but it also produces a lot of dopamine in your system. That's one of the easy ways that it gets hooked. That's why when you see people who first become pill addicts, they're actually not lazy. They're actually not lackadaisical. They actually have a lot of energy. Once the tolerance goes up and they're using more is when the reverse side of it comes into play. Number 2 is crack cocaine. Cocaine, crack, produces a massive amount of dopamine. That's one of the biggest ways that it gets you hooked and addicted. And then number 1 is crystal meth. Crystal meth produces more dopamine than anything else out there. And these are, to me, some of the most dangerous drugs, because something that actually truly makes you happy, truly self-medicates you, is something that you can become obsessed with so easily, because it's taking away trauma. It's taking away so much all of a sudden, and you think that you need it to function all of a sudden, and it makes it this escape, and you don't realize when the addiction actually kicks in. And I've been sober since 7/25/17. It's one day at a time. It's giving it everything that you can, knowing that it can and will get better, not giving up, fighting for it every single day. And so for the one out there doing it right now, I'm proud of you. Don't give up. It does get better.